Gay men of Reddit, have you ever pulled the "I have a boyfriend" on a girl? If so, what was their reaction? Happened a couple times when girls assumed I was hitting on them. At the library once, I asked a girl who was sitting alone at a table that could sit 10 if I could sit by her. She gave me that irritated look, "I have a boyfriend." I replied, "So do I," and I just sat down. God, that's a great response. I'm straight, but if a chick did that I would be like, with that attitude, that's surprising. She wanted a threesome. No, this is not how you are supposed to play the game. I'm a solid 6 in the USA, but not immediately detectable as gay. When I lived in Brazil, my blonde hair and red beard made me exotic, and equivalent to an 8 there, and women were constantly aggressively hitting on me. I would tell them I was gay, but they very often didn't believe me and continued their hard sell approach. It really made me realize what it's like for women when men are just relentless. So annoying. You're gay. But I have tits. An amp. #X200B. Well, if you put it this way, I am gonna change my mind. No, because I wouldn't date them if I didn't have a boyfriend. If I'm hit on by a woman, I let them know I'm gay. If I tell them I have a boyfriend, that implies I'd otherwise be interested, and I'm not. The response I've gotten to "sorry, I'm gay" varies wildly. Most women are shocked and some think I'm joking. Some take it as a challenge and keep hitting on me anyway. I've lost a couple female friends who refused to take no for an answer. Seriously, ladies, respecting boundaries is a two-way street. She hit on me, told her I had a boyfriend, then she told everyone at an audition we were at that I roofied her on a night out. Thankfully I can be as camp as Christmas, so no one believed a word she said. That's a potentially life-destroying accusation. When I said, "I have a boyfriend," they left me alone right away. Nowadays when I say, "I have a husband," they get a lot more aggressive. I am not gay, but when I'm at the bar with the lads back in the long ago when going to bars was a thing, I use a line similar to this. I notice women seem to think if they flirt with me, I will buy them a drink. Perhaps because I am ogreish and dress nicely, they think I am desperate and rich enough to pay for their drinks. Anyways, a couple of years ago, I had this lady flirting with me for a few minutes followed by, "So, are you going to buy me a drink?" I replied with, "Let me go ask my boyfriend. He carries all our money." Then I go up to one of my buddies, tell him about the situation, and we look at the poor girl and laugh and kiss. Not quite the exact wording, but I let a girl down by letting her know I was gay. I worked retail for a few years in my teens, early 20s. In one of my jobs I was setting a lady up for a store membership card after ringing through her purchases. One of the mandatory fields was an either-or on phone number, email address. So I asked for her phone number. "Are you asking for work or pleasure? 'Cause if it's you who wants my number, you can have it." She smiled, it was earnest but not pushy, there was a wink. She wasn't unattractive, just not my type. So without missing a beat I just looked at her, and I'm told I sound quite matter-of-fact and a bit monotone sometimes, and just uttered, "I'm gay." That was that. She opened her mouth to respond, she looked mortified, but before she could speak the guy on the till next to me practically fell to the ground with laughter, eyes streaming with tears, clutching his sides. Luckily he hadn't got a customer at his till. My face went red, hers went red. We concluded the transaction and she beat a hasty retreat out of the store. The story got told to all new hires until I left. She did end up Facebook stalking me and DM'd me, but that was when I drew the line, as she kept sending me messages saying how cute I was. Thankfully I moved away to university within a few months. As a woman, we deal with a lot of unwarranted sexual harassment, so much that we sometimes resort to being rude as a self-defense mechanism. Some recent incidents I've dealt with. I had a guy walk off his porch and follow me down the street for about a block, shouting, "Hey, let me talk to you for a minute." I had a guy stop his car when I was walking down the street to comment that he knew I had a nice body underneath my heavy jacket. A coworker once asked me, "Hey, do you have a boyfriend? Because I'd like to fuck you." And once, when I was 16 and wearing a skirt in the summer, a homeless man asked me, "Who let you out?" And what I would love to do to the back of those knees. Don't even get me started on harmless comments like, "Hey, beautiful." I ignore these and am usually met with, "Fine bitch," or, "You're not even that cute anyways." So forgive us for being caged. After dealing with so much shit, from the time we hit puberty, can you really blame a girl for assuming any unknown guy who approaches her is just another asshole? We can't always tell if, "I like your hair," or, "Mind if I sit here," is a gateway to other harassment, so forgive us when we give you that irritated look. I pulled an "I have a girlfriend" on a creepy man who I found out later was a serial killer. Am gay. I have had a drunk girl very awkwardly trying to flirt with grope me. I laughed it off at first, until her boyfriend showed up and seemed ready to start a fight. I told him don't worry I am gay, and no he is not my type either, and he just deflated. It's kinda funny really. From then on I save my tank tops for gay bars only. I was shamelessly hitting on this guy until he just straight up told me, "You know I am gay, right?" I in fact did not know. We are really good friends now and constantly joke that our genitalia is getting in the way of the romance of a lifetime. It's happened to me a couple of times. There are two that are most memorable. A girl I was just casually talking with asked if I wanted to go out for drinks, explained I was gay, and after she thought for a few minutes said, "How do you know you just haven't met the right girl?" The comment was so infuriating, I just got up and left. I never spoke to her again. The other time, I was accused of sexual harassment at work. A woman claims I thrust my privates in her face and told her to choke on it. I had to sit down with an HR rep and explain how those words wouldn't come out of my mouth, even to my own boyfriend. Apparently several other people were accused by this same person at the company and she had multiple suits pending. I was glad when she got fired for attendance issues. Okay, not gay, but have pulled the "I have a boyfriend" card. So the story is, I'm a pretty femme guy. I like fashion, hair, makeup, that sort of thing. I saw a woman in the store who was just having a fantastic hair day, and I mentioned it to her. She said, I don't think my boyfriend would appreciate you hitting on me." I said, "Oh honey, if I was hitting on you, my boyfriend would be far more upset." Then she just looked at me while she tried to figure it out, so I helped it along. Ever had a straight guy compliment your haircut before? Then she was flattered and felt good and we both went about our days. Backfired so fucking hard. I was with a guy the first had gone on like 3 dates with and got along great with, but it was still new. He overheard me tell this girl, "I'm really sorry but I'm actually here with my boyfriend." He was nearby, overheard, boyfriend, had a little, "we're moving too fast," panic attack and bailed. Oh no. Did you ever explain? Years ago this girl approached me at a bar and asked if she could have my number. I was totally thrown for a loop. I told her I was gay and she got super offended and said, "If you're not interested, then just say so," and stormed off. I felt bad. Wait. Come back. I can prove it. I'll suck all of the cocks. Not exactly. One day I was walking home from a college class, and these two girls were hogging up the entire sidewalk walking side by side. I slowed down a bit as I walked closer behind them and was waiting for them to either make room or else I was just gonna walk on the grass past them. One girl looked at me and then went back to talking without moving, so I just walked on the grass past them, and as I get back on the sidewalk in front of them I heard one of them say, "I think he was checking us out," and I just stopped and said, "Actually I like guys," and then kept walking. No, you wouldn't move out of the fucking way and are acting entitled. Move your ass, Becky. People hogging all of the path and not making room to pass has to be one of the most infuriating things in the world. I'm a fast walker, so this has been a recurring problem through my life.